So in the previous class we discussed your first lesson. In today's class we will see your second chapter, that is about working in Windows 10. Okay. So what you're going to study in this chapter, that is functions of an operating system, history of Windows, Windows 10, customizing Windows environment. That all we are going to learn in this chapter one by one. So first we will see functions of an operating system. As in the previous class, in the previous lesson we discussed what do you mean by this operating system. As I told you, operating system is nothing but it is the interface between the user and the hardware. As I gave you one example, that is driver is there and he is driving the car. If he know the location, then only he can reach that particular place. If he don't know the location, he can't. Like that, operating system also it works like interface between user and the hardware. As we are sitting in front of computer, we are the user and we are working on computer. So in between, who will help us? That is a operating system. So as I told you in the previous class, what do you mean by operating system? That you understood all?
Yes, ma'am.
Any doubt you have? Any doubt you have about operating system?
No, ma'am. No.
Okay. So now in today's class we will see functions of an operating system. As you can see here, some of the functions which operating system is performing, like resource allocator, program execution, main memory management, file management and secondary storage management, input and output management. Okay, so now here what do you mean by this resource allocator? As you know, all computer system has many resources such as your CPU time, memory space, file storage space, input output devices and so on. So this operating system, it acts like a manager in resource allocator. Resource allocator in the sense what? In this operating system works like a manager and he will see that all the things. He will take care of that all the things about your time, about your memory space, how much you are storing and all, about the file storage. We are storing the files in a computer. That all the things it will manage. So it works like a manager. Operating system works like a manager in a computer. That is your resource allocator. So you understood what do you mean by resource allocator?
Yes, ma'am.
Any doubt you have in resource allocator?
Ma'am.
Okay, next thing, program execution. As you know, we all are working in computer. We are working on so many different softwares. So whenever time came for execution of the any program, that is either software programs or hardware programs. So while executing the programs, this operating system is responsible for that. It will do the function of this program execution. It will if any error is there, then also you'll find out the mistake. If any execution we are going to do, that also it take care of all everything. It will take care of operating system only. So the program execution also done by operating system. Next comes main memory management. As you know all, we main memory management, that whatever data is there, it can be accessed by whom? Whatever the data is there in main memory, it can be accessed by whom? As I told you in the previous class. Anyone from the class, can you tell me? Who will access that data, whatever data is there in computer in main memory? Yes? Anyone? Okay. So in main memory, whatever data is there, that data is directly accessed by the CPU. That is your central processing unit. Okay. Whatever you are storing the file, whatever you are saving the videos and all, we are saving it in computer, and that from computer it will directly accessed by the CPU. So that whatever the things are there to means load the files, if you want to load the videos and all. So that all it take care about the operating system will take care that all about memory management. It will manage that main memory. So that is the main function of this operating system. Next comes file management and secondary storage management. As you know all, the secondary storage devices we are using to store the file. Which all are the storage devices we are using to store the file? As can you tell me why you're sitting silent? Anagha, can you give me the answer? Which all are the storage devices that we learned in the previous class?
Ma'am, can I tell?
Yes, tell me.
Ma'am, can I tell? Ma'am, it's hard disk.
Okay. Oh, we are going to use
CD.
hard disk, CD, DVD, pen drive. These all are the
Blu-ray.
storage devices which we used. So about the file which are keeping on the computer, which are storing on the computer, and about these files, whether there is free space or no, whether there is spaces there or no deletion of the files, and that all it will take care. This operating system, it will manage that all files, deletion of the files, creation of the files, that all it will take care. And also it will take care about the secondary storage devices. Okay, it will manage that everything. Next, input output management. This every process may require some input from the and generate some output. In the sense, what we are giving for a computer some input. In the sense, suppose if I tell you to do a computer the addition of 2 or 2 and 3, but without I am telling I have to work on computer, I have to give the input for a computer, then only computer will give me the answer. I have to give the input, after that computer will give me the answer, that is it will gives us the output for me. That is nothing but it will manage that input and output things. It also works done by operating system. So the main function of this operating system is it will work like a resource allocator. In the sense, it will works it acts like a manager, like it acts like a manager in CPU time, memory space, file storage space. It will see that everything, that is it works like a manager in resource allocator. Next, operating system, it will execute the programs, that is either software or hardware program. So the execution of the programs will be done by with the help of operating system. Next, memory management. In the sense, whatever the data we are storing on the computer, that data directly access in the CPU, and that all it take care of operating system. Next, whatever the data, whatever the files we are storing on computer, next about the storage devices, that who will manage? That is managed by operating system. Next, we are giving the input for computer, and from computer we are getting the output, that also managed by operating system. So these are the functions of an operating system. So you all understood what is the function of an operating system?
Yes, ma'am.
Any doubt you have in this?
No, ma'am.
Okay, so next we will see history of Windows. As you know all, in today's today the all people are using the Windows 10. Before that, there are some of the versions came where the people are using different versions. Before that, it came Windows 1.0. In the year of 1985, Windows 1.0 came. After that, they again changed, and in the year of 1987, Windows new version came, that is 2.0. Again in the year of 1990, Windows 3.0 new version came. Next, in the year of 1993, Windows NT came. Like that, the different versions came for the Windows. In Windows 1998, Windows 98 came. 2000, Windows 2000 came. Next, Windows MP came in the year of 2000. Next, again in the year of 2001, Windows 7 XP came. Like that, the different versions came each year, and most of the people nowadays they are using the Windows 10, which came in the year of 2015. So the latest version is your Windows 10. This is the history of your Windows. Like each year they are launching the different Windows for the different features, and from 1985 the first window came, that is Windows 1.0, and in the year of 2015 the new version of this Windows came, that is Windows 10. So this is the history of your Windows. So all of you understood this?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So here we will see the Windows 10 desktop over here. As you can see this, screen. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So
Yes, ma'am.
whatever this first screen appears on the monitor, this is your monitor, and after switch on the computer, this screen is appear on your monitor. This is called as
Ma'am,
your
this is Windows 10.
S. This is called as your desktop. Okay. So after switch on the computer, the first screen appears, and that screen appears on the monitor. It's called as your desktop. Okay. So here, as you can see, these different softwares applications are present. Yes. So whatever these folders, files and shortcut is present on your desktop, this is called as your icons. As you can see here, different icons are present on your monitor, like this PC, network, recycle bin, control panel, Adobe Reader. These all these all are called as your icons on your computer. So this full screen on a monitor, this is called as desktop, and whatever these icons, in the sense files and folders are present on your monitor, this is called as icons on your desktop. As you can see here, this PC, in the sense whatever this folder lets you access the content stored in the hard disk, whatever the data is stored in the hard disk, that all it will show in your my computer, that is on this PC. Next, it comes as network. For the purpose of internet, we are going to use this network. Next, here as you can see, recycle bin. So can anyone knows what is the use of recycle bin?
Ma'am, if we delete it,
As
when we delete anything, ma'am, it will stay in the recycle bin.
okay.
Maybe we can restore that for photos, any files and documents.
Yes, very good. If you delete any file, if you delete any photos and all, if you want that again back, then we can restore that from recycle bin. That is the use of your recycle bin. Next, there is a some folders are there which we are using for that. As you can see, the shortcuts. Okay, so these all are present in your desktop, in your monitor on your desktop. That is called as your different icons. Okay, so now as you can see this wallpaper, if you want to change this wallpaper, okay, before that I'll tell you, as you can see here left side, whatever the means top of your documents, what you want to write, that is your title bar, which is present at the top of your screen. As you can see this at the bottom, this bottom part is called as your footer, top part is called header, and the bottom part of your screen is called as a footer. So in the footer, as you can see here left side, start button is present. As you can see this start button, yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so what is the use of this start button?
Now we can see more apps of Windows.
Yes. With the help of this start button, if you want to see the applications, different applications, which all of the applications are present in our computer, we can see from here. And sometimes if you if you want to shut down, if you want to restart from the start button, we can do that. Next, beside this start button, there is a search button. Okay, so from search button, instead of finding from start button all the applications, if you want which software from here, then directly we can type in search button and we can get that file or we can get that folder from here. Directly it will open after
Now we can
searching the
find
files.
apps
Okay,
quickly.
yes, if you want to find the apps quickly, then you are going to use this search button. Next comes here, as you can see here, this is your task view button. Okay, so with the help of this task view button also we can search the different files. Next here, the different at the middle section of this is your middle section. Currently, which all are the applications are running? Currently, which all are the applications we are using? That it will show in this middle section of your footer. Okay, and this is called as taskbar. This full area is called as your taskbar. In the sense, your start button is present, search option is present, then the different application is present, which it will show which currently on which application you are using, you are working on. That all it will show in your taskbar. Next here, as you can see in the right side, it will show your date and time, it will show your internet connection, your speaker connection, and your microphone connection. That everything it will show in your right side of your taskbar. So about this you understood everyone?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So next we will see your customizing the Windows environment. In the sense, in this customizing the Windows environment, we have to learn how to customize the start menu, how to change the desktop background, how to pin and unpin the programs. If you want to change this background, then you just right click on your background, then you just go in display settings, just right click and click on display settings. Then if you want to change the wallpaper from here now, just wait a minute. Who is this Sonam Chowgule? Why so late, Sonam? Why you join late? Already 15 minutes over. Okay. So here we will change the wallpaper of your screen now. We'll go to the advanced display settings. Okay, it will show the display settings. Better of that, we'll use the personalization option. Okay, from here we will change the different pictures. As you can see, already the pictures are available. If you want to take the pictures from online, you can download that picture and you can use that different softwares for that. Okay, no, sorry, we can download the different pictures and we can set that as a wallpaper. This is not working. Okay, we'll change the background color. We'll take this one, or else okay, I'll use this. Then so this is how you're going to do the image of this. It is not changing. If I'll go here, I'll change my background.